bring up 2nd and 8 for the Zebras.
Yes, they've got their free safety here. Tristan Wright, number 1, is 5'9".
That might be a stretch. They've got number 14, a cornerback at 5'6" over here. So they've got a 5'6" cornerback, and we've got a couple of 6'2", 6'4" receivers. They're going to call that was a fumble. They're going to call Parsons was not down. And turnover for the fumble.
I couldn't tell if his knee was down or not, but I
thought
know
it was.
It
was awfully late.
Yes.
The ball came out awfully late. We had a very
Yes.
good view of it. But the officials weren't quick to blow the whistle, and they give the ball to the Eagles. So the Eagles take over at the Zebra 27-yard line.
The Eagles will take over possession on the Zebra side of the field. Ball placed on the 27-yard line. First down and 10.
Morrison in the backfield with Rajon Green, the quarterback. Man
Sweet.
in motion, number 2, on a quick pitch to the outside, and he breaks a few tackles, and he's going to pick up a first down. Leland Taylor came in motion, took the pitch, and used his speed to get outside. First down for the Eagles. They're probably better outside than they are up the middle, wouldn't you say?
I would say, Dave, they've got good speed. We had a man there to tackle him for very little or no gain, and he missed the tackle. Got to take a better angle of pursuit and respect their speed a little bit better.
First down 10.
Man in motion again.
Morrison
Handed off
up
to
the
Morrison
middle.
up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. He's quick. He runs pretty hard. 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Score's tied 14-14.
Looked like Williams, number 38, on the tackle there.
Second down for the Eagles.
He's a pretty good load.
Ball placed on inside of the 10-yard line.
30 seconds to go in the quarter. Eagles second down and 3 from the Zebra 9-yard line. Man in motion. Fake the pitch. Quarterback looking, has a man open, and he was knocked down. Number 38 for the Zebras.
Valen Williams
Valen Williams, great play.
knocked the pass away.
It'll bring up 3rd and 3. There was a lot going on in the play. Men in motion, fake pitch. Always having to respect Morrison. And the quarter pops up and looks for a tight end across the middle, and Williams made a good play.
You know, Dave, when you're used to seeing that 25-second clock, it's sure hard to be up here and watch it and not look at it.
Right. Direct snap to Morrison in the Wildcat, and he rumbles down close to the goal line. He's down at the 1-yard line. It'll be a first down. Will be a first down for the Eagles. 11.8 seconds.
First down, goal.
Hampton on the tackle there.
For the Eagles.
They're going to keep Morrison in the Wildcat. Direct snap. He's going to take the ball, and he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Looked like the same play the play before.
Yeah, that's their go-to play, it looks like. Get the ball in the kid's hands and let him work his magic. He's good.
With the touchdown.
They've got an awful big offensive line.
Kick is up, and it's good. It was 6 seconds left to go in the quarter. The Eagles take the lead 21-14.
Skinner awful close to blocking the extra point.
5 seconds left in the first quarter. Yes, I said first quarter. We're getting ready to roll over to the quarter. About 5 seconds. Get ready for some more football.
We were slow while ago.
But no-
Through. Your sound was good. Yeah. Your sound is.
Two people told me no sound.
It is. I just listened to it on my phone.
5.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Edison takes a 7-point lead. The Zebra defense has not shown the ability to slow down the Edison offense.
What have we? We forced them to punt twice, maybe. It's been a long quarter.
It has.
35 points scored.
Look for the short onside here from the Edison again. A little bit deeper and quick fair catch. You know, you don't have to fair catch it sometimes, kid. It's not real high. You can catch it and gain about 10 yards there. So the Zebras will take over, trailing 21-14. 5.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll run one play, take a break. At the quarter, we'll have another sponsor time. We have a lot of great sponsors this year supporting ZTV. We want to thank them all. Murdoch takes the ball, fakes a handoff, rolls right, and finds
Brown.
Bryson Brown.
The pass
Pass was low. Brown did a great job of going down to get it. Zebras pick up 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 when we start the second quarter.
Excellent catch there by Brown. It was on the ground. He had to go down and get it. Wasn't able to keep his feet, but great catch by him.
At this time, we would like to thank another one of our fine ZTV sponsors, that being Jolynn Dotson and Solid Rock Realtors. Don't run the risk of losing money and getting a less than favorable deal by trying to buy and sell a house by yourself. Jolynn Dotson and Solid Rock Realtors have the education and experience to help you make a solid and responsible financial decision. Give them a call at 918-341-7625. Again, thanks to Jolynn Dotson and Solid Rock Realtors for sponsoring ZTV. Zebras will head south this quarter. Down, starting the second quarter, trailing 14-21.
Looks like the flag is just laying there limp. No wind to speak of at this point in time.
Hightower back deep, kind of a power ice look here. Murdoch hands the ball to Hightower, and he's met in the backfield by 58 for the Eagles.
Chris McClinton with the tackle for a loss.
McClinton, he had to run by about 4 Zebras, and nobody seemed to want to block him.
We didn't get the block on the point of attack. It looks like, Dave, they're just bringing a linebacker on one side or the other pretty much about every play.
Skinner split left, no receiver right. He's in man coverage. Murdoch under center. Murdoch scrambles around, didn't have any time, and he's tackled for about a 2-yard loss. Bring up 4th down for the Zebras.
The backer on the top side came at the snap, got through the line, and forced Murdoch to scramble to his right where there are players there for the tackle.
Ryan Connor in to punt for the Zebras. Number 1 back for Edison, Tristan Wright. Morrison not in.
4th down and 10.
Zebras having trouble remembering who's on punt team. Looks like Quentin Skinner.
One of the up backs.
There's the snap.
I don't know if he got set.
No flag. Good Zebra bounce.
Good punt.
Good punt.
Nice
Let it roll.
spiral.
It'll be down to the 15-yard line. The ball was on the 30.
if we do a little bit of math here.
55 yards, Coach.
That's a nice punt.
That helps anybody's average. The Eagles will take over with 10:16 left to go in the second quarter on their own 15.
Defense didn't get much of a rest there. We went 3 downs and punt. Looks like number 54, Alexander's in there at defensive tackle.
Morrison is the lone running back, man in motion. And the quarterback keeps the ball, and he goes around the right side, and he gets about 2 yards. Brought down there by Coleman Parsons and Bryson Brown.
Darius Blevins also on the defensive line this time, along with Jacob Velazquez.
Second down and 8 for the Eagles from their own 17-yard line. Quarterback's back to pass, looking deep. He's got a man open, and he overthrows him. Two guys were open. Linebackers covering again.
They had 2 guys in almost the same area. They both were wide open.
Both were open. Thank goodness the quarterback missed him, because there was another long touchdown. We'll bring up third down. Bring up third down and 8 for the Eagles. Morrison in the backfield along with the quarterback, Rajon Green.
We need to make sure we key on Morrison out of the backfield. He's staying in the
block. Rajon's looking.
No pressure. We need to get after him.
And he doesn't get anywhere. Incomplete pass. Zebra defense did a good job. Bryson Brown, Connor Aaron did a good job staying in coverage there.
A lot better on the back end. We had them covered up deep.
Here's a chance for the Zebras. Let's hope for a bad snap. This would
definitely help the cause right here.
Oh, man. Deep snapper.
Dave, when they came off a while ago, they did not. He didn't come over here and practice. So
their deep snappers, number 67, Pork Chop Aslan. That's Pork Chop. That's a good snap there to the punter.
Boy, we about got to it.
And Connor Aaron takes the ball at the 50, and he's got room on the left side. It's to the 40, 35-30, and he's down at the 25-yard line. Good. Oh, there's a flag, a late flag down. I don't know if that's a horse collar. It had to have something to do with the tackle. We'll tack on 15. It's either a horse collar or a face mask.
Excellent job by Aaron catching the punt on the run and taking it up the left side. The officials are conferring.
Personal foul, horse collar. We'll get 15.
Be half the distance to the goal.
All right, so this marks the ball at the 12-yard line. Zebras will take over 1st and 10 from the 12. We have 3 receivers split wide right. Skinner, Michael, and Ree. 1 split left. Parsons in the backfield behind Murdoch. Murdoch takes the ball, looking for Luke Williams on the left side, and nothing there.
He's kind of pushed out of bounds the whole way.
He's up against a 5'6". I do like the matchup there. Luke's 6'2", their cornerback's 5'6". But Luke's got to take advantage of that size.
Cornerback kind of turned his back to him and trying to force him to the boundary. The official on that side threw his hat. That means that he stepped out of bounds.
Is he then eligible to take the reception?
Not if he goes out on his own. He cannot come back in and catch the ball.
Murdoch rolling right, looking for somebody, and it's intercepted. And number 5, Xavier Richards, intercepts the ball and runs out of bounds at the 1 yard. The only good thing that happened there is it ran out of bounds at about the 1 yard line. He was covered pretty good. Maybe you throw that one away and fight again the next day. Oh, well.
Claremore sets up shop on the 12-yard line, and we don't get any points out of it. It's pretty good coverage there. Ball was just a little bit underthrown.
9:05 left to go in the second quarter.
Their kid made a excellent break on the
He
ball.
did a good job. Did a good job.
We can hope for a fumble here in the backfield maybe.
Probably a direct snap here to Mr. Morrison. That's what we've got. And he breaks a couple of tackles. He gets out to about the 7-yard line. Did a good job, picked up 6. He looked like he was bottled up at the goal line. Somehow he ends up 7 yards down the field. 8:52 left to go in the second quarter.
Savion Mars picks up roughly 6 yards. That'll make it second down.
Bring up 2nd and 4 for the Eagles.
He's a strong kid.
Good vision. Can make people miss. Quarterback's in the game now. Rajon Green. Morrison beside him. Man in motion. There's the pitch. Same play they've had success with, getting out to that outside man. He picks up a first down.
Nice tackle by 38 Williams. It's kind of like a quick pitch. We've lost contain every time they've run it.
Valen Williams is playing free safety tonight.
Not before they got a first down.
First down, 8:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Edison leading 21-14. 2 running backs. Might be a zone read. Hands the ball off to Morrison, and he's gains a couple along the right side.
Brought down by Alexander and Parsons. That may be the best defensive play we've had against Mr. Morrison.
Held him to 2 yards.
Yes.
Well, we've certainly stopped the 75 and 80-yard, but they haven't tried those plays either. They only run them twice, and they've scored. They've thrown the ball to him twice, and he scored on 2 long runs.
Looks like Mr. Morrison just came to the sidelines.
Well, that's positive.
Pass over the middle.
Oh,
up the
wide open
sidelines.
number 1, and he catches the ball and runs out of bounds.
And a catch. Preston Wright with the big catch. First down, Eagles.
First down for Edison. Have the ball at midfield. 7:07 left to go. That didn't look too hard. He was very open.
Just to fake the quick pitch. They run it a couple of times, kind of set it up there, and they fake the quick pitch and then throw it, and he's got a couple of strides.
They've got good athletes.
Blake Hargrove checks in at safety.
Hands the ball off. Is that Morrison? Is he back in the game?
It looked
No,
like a
34.
different number.
34. Jamal Holmes.
195-pound back.
Stop for the Zebras.
Well, Morrison's down here on the sideline.
Looked like a gain of about 2, Dave.
Pick up of a yard.
Looks like they're working.
Down and 8 again.
Mason Hayes, number 26, checks into our defense. Number 66 is in at defensive tackle, Harley Hewen. And number 54, Alex Irwin.
Second down and 8 for the Eagles. Man in motion. Here's the quick pitch to the right. And we did an okay job of shutting it down. He only gained 3. We'll be getting up 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5 maybe, depending on the spot.
Mr. Morrison's checking back in the game.
Yeah, we'll bring up 3rd and 5. Big play right here. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Zebras need to stop. Can't let this thing get out of hand in the first half. They trail 14-21 right now.
Dave, our defense has been out there a while.
Timeout called. Second timeout
We have a timeout.
for Edison.
5:48.
5:48 left to go in the second half. In the second quarter, Edison leading 21-14.
Dave, they get another first down here. I'd almost take a timeout, give our kids a chance to rest again.
At this time, I would like to recognize another fine ZTV sponsor, Eye Care of Claremore. The professionals at Eye Care of Claremore are among the finest in the area. Dr. Eric Kuykendall and Dr. Lauren Sisper and Dr. Cale Fulps will all make you feel at ease as they get you on track to the best optical health you can achieve. Call 918-341-2020 to make an appointment and visit eyecareofoklahoma.com today. Remember 918-341-2020 for Eye Care of Claremore. Thank you for sponsoring ZTV. All right, 5:48 left to go in the second quarter. Big play. 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. The Zebras need to come up with a stop here and get the ball back, go score, tie this thing up, go into halftime all square. That's the plan. Can we make it happen, Coach?
I believe we can stop them. We just got to be able to not bite on the play action.
They've got 4 receivers. Well, 3 receivers split left, 1 right, all 5. Empty backfield. They've got 5 receivers. Morrison is in the slot. Zebra coaches are jumping up and down. Maybe a timeout. They didn't get it. They throw the ball deep to Morrison, and he catches the ball for a touchdown. Flag down. Flag down.
Holding Edison.
Holding. Big play right there. Complete. Don't get a penalty, 54. There we go. Zebras hold, sort of. 5:37 to go in the second quarter, and the Eagles will punt. Connor Aaron back deep for the Zebras. Let's hope Connor can get another good return like the last one. Well, let's hope he snaps the ball over his head. Come on, Pork Chop, snap it over his head. I've never rooted against Pork Chops in my life, but I just did. The Zebras came real close to blocking the punt.
Brooke Sherrill about got it.
Punt bounds around. It'll come drop dead at the 24-yard line of Claremore. So the Claremore Zebras will take over there with 5:26 left to go in the second quarter, trailing 21-14.
I tell you, Brooke Sherrill on that punt was within a foot of getting the ball.
You got to be careful when you're coming in there. You don't want to lay out sometimes thinking that you might get the punter, and it's that you don't want to give up a big penalty there.
If he comes that hard and they get a high snap or two, we might have a chance to block one.
Full backfield for the Zebras. Almost a power eye right look, would you say?
Yes.
Hands the ball off to Hightower up the middle, and he finds about 6-7 yards. Jace has run good tonight.
Nice hard run there. Had a seam back over the center. He cut it back over to the left.
You haven't seen a power eye in a while, have you?
No, sir. Only on 4th and short.
Same lineup. Murdoch under center. Hands the ball off to Hightower again. Same play, and we get nothing. Zebras get absolutely nothing.
Looks like we got stood up at the line of scrimmage.
There's balls flying around, helmets flying around, kids hurt. That play took a toll on Edison.
He got up. I don't know. He still looked like he's in pain.
He's coming off the field.
Was that number 34?
Yes.
That's Jamal Holmes.
Bring up 3rd and 3 for the Zebras. Big play here. 4:43 left to go. Second period. Trailing 21-14.
I tell you, their linebackers come hard. They feel they might be susceptible to play action. 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Murdoch in the gun. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling left. Throws the ball to number 17. That's Nash Blackwell. Big first down. Pickup of about 25. Nash Blackwell
Nice catch, nice throw. Right on the money, rolling to his left by Murdoch.
It's kind of tough to roll to your left on that bootleg with a right-handed passer and get your shoulders squared, but he did a great job. Found Blackwell. Pick up first down. Zebras in Eagle territory. 4:06 left to go the second quarter.
He had Murdoch had his choice of two wide open
There were two
receivers
kids over there. He took the most yardage. Good job, Charlie. 3:55. Murdoch takes the snap, hands the ball off to Hightower, looking for room over the right side, picks up a tough 2 yards.
Their linebackers are filling quick.
Fidel Barrazo made the tackle. Not a lot of Fidels in Oklahoma.
No.
Official timeout for an injured player, I think. Yeah, official timeout, injured player.
I can't tell his number, Dave.
He's wearing a green jersey. That's all I can tell.
He's down on one knee, and the trainers are there. It would sure be nice for the Zebras to get on the board here right before the half. Edison deferred the toss.
They
We'll
will
get the ball the second half.
Yeah. We had our chance that last possession. We had the ball first and go on the first and down from the 12-yard line. We throw an interception. I don't mind mistakes like that when kids are out competing. It's the dumb mistakes that are so frustrating. And that wasn't a dumb mistake. Charlie was out competing. The Edison kid made a good play on the ball. When kids play hard, you can't really criticize. Dr. Hardage coming over from the Claremore side, checking on the welfare of the Edison player. About the time Dr. Hardage gets there, the Edison player turns his back to him and walks off.
What number is that? Number 58?
I still can't tell, and I'm looking right at it.
Chris
Yeah, I think
McClellan.
so. He's walking a little woozy. Looks a little punch struck. Looks like a boxer that just got spent a couple of rounds with George Foreman.
He's a 6'1", 225-pound freshman.
Wow.
Playing defense.
Welcome to high school football. Second down and 8 for the Zebras. We're ready to play again. Luke Williams split right, Skinner left. Skinner at 6'4" against a 5'6" corner. That has to be attractive to somebody. Handoff is a Hightower. Big room over the right side. He's at the 35 to 30. He makes a man miss. He's at the 25. He's down to the 20-yard line. Great run. Jace Hightower.
Excellent draw play to Jace Hightower. Made 2 or 3 cuts to get through the line.
Shifty running. Great job, Jace.
Excellent job there. That's a great burst by him down to the 20-yard line.
So Zebras have the ball deep in Eagle territory again. 3:15 left to go. Second quarter. Plenty of time. Zebras with all 3 timeouts left. The clock really isn't an issue. Murdoch will take the snap. Hightower behind him. Handoff was to Hightower, and he's going to lose about 3 yards.
Almost fumbled the ball on the handoff. There wasn't a good exchange.
Was not a good exchange at all. We'll bring up second down and 12 for the Zebras. 2:45 left to go. Again, plenty of time. With 3 timeouts, you're down here. You've got plenty of time. Skinner checks in, as does Velasquez at tight end. Skinner will split wide right. Looks like Luke Williams is going to decide to go left. .215 left. Murdoch takes the ball, hands the ball off to Hightower along the right side, and he's going to pick up about 9 yards. Great run, Jay. So bring up 3rd and 4 for the Zebras. We're definitely in 4-down territory. 2 minutes left to go. Still plenty of time. 3 timeouts. Don't want to give Edison the ball if we don't get in. Good use of the clock right now. No reason to use your timeouts or hurry at this point.
Looks like Edison's guessing a lot with who they bring. They brought the man off the top, and we ran to the right away from them.
3rd down and 3 for the Zebras. They hand the ball off to Hightower along the right side, and he barrels down, and it's going to be really close to a 1st down. They're stopping the clock to look at this to see if they got it. They're signaling 1st down.
Very good run right there.
Very
Same
good
play
run.
we just ran.
And it will bring up 1st and goal for the Zebras. The ball is on the 10-yard line. No 1st down. We got 4 downs. A minute 27. Plenty of time. 3 timeouts. There's absolutely no problem with time. You've got plenty of time.
Same formation.
Snap. Handoff to Hightower, and he's brought down for about a yard loss. We'll bring up 2nd down and goal.
Those orange shoes there on the tackle. Pork chop.
Pork chop. Edison on the stop.
Zebras will use a timeout here. 47.2 seconds.
We have a timeout, Zebras.
Here in the 2nd quarter. Zebras have got the ball where they want it. Once again, down close to the Edison goal line, trailing 14-21.
Dave, we need to get some points out of this, even if it's a field goal. Just something positive.
I agree. I think something good's going to happen. You keep running it. We've had success running the ball. We've had success throwing the ball. We've had some success offensively. I just we haven't had much success. We didn't have much success early keeping Mr. Morrison from going 80 yards.
Yes, on pass plays.
Since those first 2 series for Edison, I think we've competed just fine. Luke Williams will be split left here. 2nd and goal. Skinner split right. Jace Hightower in the backfield behind Charlie Murdoch. Velasquez is the tight end.
They do appear to have somebody over the top on Skinner, but not at the top.
Hands the ball off to the fullback, and he goes nowhere. It'll bring up 3rd down. Handed the ball off to Bryson Brown. 40 seconds. Zebras take their 2nd timeout. Again, at this point, the clock is not a worry. In fact, you want to let it run a little bit. It's 3rd down. We have 2 downs to score, and the ball goes over. You want to use this clock up. You've got another timeout. You run this play. It takes about 10 seconds. You let it run down. If we don't score, you let it run down to about 5 seconds. You got your last play. You make a play. If you score, you score. If you don't, Edison doesn't get the ball. That's how I would do it.
Sure be nice to throw one up to one of our tall receivers. Give them an opportunity to make a play.
3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. We need 10 yards. Does Gocher have the leg for a 27-yard field goal?
Yes, I believe so.
Ball right now is placed right in the middle of the field.
Same formation. Now we've got twins to the right.
Who's this? This is Ree and Skinner on
single,
the right. Williams.
Single coverage on Williams at the top.
And he's looking to Williams. He's looking to that side. Throws the ball to Parsons out of the backfield, and it's knocked down.
Well covered by the Eagles.
That was Parsons coming out of the backfield, wasn't it?
Yes, nice defensive play on the wheel route there.
I might look to Luke against that 5'6" kid.
Yes, or Quentin.
Yeah, put Quentin over there against him. Gocher will come in to try the 27-yard field goal. 34 seconds left.
Down.
Connor Aaron will hold.
Set up for a field goal.
Ball will be placed at the 17-yard line. This will be a 27-yard. The kick is up, and it looks good. Good job, Quentin Skinner. Zebras, hopefully,
Didn't look like he got all of that one, but he got enough
he
of
got
it.
enough. It counts 3 points whether you kick it 50 or 27 right there, and he got just enough.
That kind of looked like my wedge shot. You know, I didn't hit it very good, but I got it done.
Did it go in the – did you get it close?
Sometimes I just get it on the green and I'm happy.
.29 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Zebras get a little closer, hoping to take a 21-17 deficit into the locker room. Again, 2 of the first 3 plays for the Eagles, 75-yard plus touchdowns. We've stopped that, controlled Morrison a little bit better, and we got a ball game. I wish Edison would invest in some jerseys that people could read the numbers.
Coach, I'm impressed with number 58, Chris McClellan, for them, a 6'1", 225-pound freshman. Very good player. He went out of the game a while ago, kind of woozy.
Is he back in?
I don't know. I don't see him here on the sideline.
No, he's down here getting treated
right
by
here
the
he is. He's still
Edison
over here
medical
on the
staff.
bench.
He probably won't be back in. Gocher said he probably won't kick it deep. Gocher hits a little short onside, and it is fielded.
By Morrison.
Is that Morrison?
I believe so.
Anytime we tackle him without scoring, I feel like it's a positive.
Tackled there by Hayes and House, Parker House, right at the 40-yard line.
25 seconds left. Edison will take over at their own 40-yard line.
I would sure loosen up.
Zebras don't seem to be that big a hurry to get on the field.
They got one over here on the boundary that's uncovered. There, it looks like they're just going to down it there.
And they are going to down it. Let the clock run out. Looks like the Eagles are going to take a 21-17 lead into the locker room. Yep, their coach Tony Daniels signaling to the – that's the way it'll end it there. So – well, what do you think, Coach? 21-17. Was it all bad?
We're still on. Okay, we've been joined up here by Claremore legend. Mr. Michael Parrish is up here in the press box.
I talked to Coach Parrish. Coach Michael Parrish is the head basketball coach at Tulsa Edison. Coach Parrish, how long have you been at Edison?
This will be my 16th year, Mr.
16th year at Edison.
16th year, that's right.
Wow, that's a long time. And how long have you been in coaching?
This will be my 23rd.
23rd years of service to Oklahoma youth. That's quite an accomplishment. So we were talking earlier today. You're an associate athletic director at Tulsa Edison, and you helped me get some information on their football team, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We were talking today a little bit about the Claremore Athletic Hall of Fame. You're familiar with a lot of the people that are going to be inducted in a couple of weeks. Coach John Smith, very close to you and your family. Mark Campbell, you've known Mark Campbell a long time. Steve Gage, you're familiar with Steve Gage. Laura Rushing, Brandy Swan.
I think it's a long overdue. The Hall of Fame's kind of long overdue at Claremore High School, and it's such a great honor for those that are inducted and for the people that have been witnesses to the great performances of some of the athletes and the contributions of a lot of great coaches that are around. My family being from Claremore for such a long time, I've grown up and know quite a few of those people that were inducted. And, what a great honor for those people to be inducted in the inaugural class of the Hall of Fame.
There are another one of your favorites I know, Mr. Doug Mosier. Do you have a favorite
Dougie
Doug?
Fresh.
Do you have a favorite Doug Mosier story that every Claremore athlete that's passed since 1975 has a favorite Doug Mosier story?
My favorite Doug Mosier story is more since I was the coach at Edison. He loves to talk some trash. And,
okay.
When we were ranked number 1 in 2010, and they brought a really good group over with Alex Miller and the Caudell kid, and they knocked us out of the playoffs. And Doug was the first one to come up and give me the what for after they beat us. So that's my favorite.
That's
Doug
your favorite,
Mosier
and it's
story.
hard. I know you were very disappointed at that moment, but Doug.
But it's hard to be mad at Doug.
It's hard to. You can be mad at Doug for about a second, and then you say Doug. He's certainly an institution in Claremore, and Claremore appreciates him. Claremore's lucky to have Doug Mosier.
Absolutely.
Mark Campbell is going in the class. You have been around Coach Campbell a long time. He has quite a history of state championships, and he's going in. John Smith, Laura Rushing, Brandy Swan.
When we were talking, and I started thinking about some of the people that had been inducted into the class, and what they've meant to the school system and the community at Claremore High School. I remember Steve Gage growing up. When he actually came out of the University of Tulsa, he was trying to go to the NFL as a quarterback. And we went out, and I was a high school kid, and we went out to the football field and ran pass patterns for Steve Gage, throwing passes to us, and I was 16, 17 years old.
Well, you're probably what got him into the Hall of Fame.
Well, we did so well that he went in as a defensive back.
Good.
So he made it as a defensive back with the Redskins, ended up winning a Super Bowl. And
he's got the Super Bowl ring.
Absolutely.
Proud. I played with Steve, and it's proud to play with him. Kenny Kennard's going in.
Well, Kenny, growing up, my dad actually helped Charles Standridge as an assistant coach for a while with the basketball team right around when Kenny was playing. And the thing that I remember the most about Kenny, which is still true today, Kenny was just always a happy guy, always smiling and positive. He was great with the younger kids, and he, was just a role model to all of us young kids at Claremore. And to see him today, he still looks like he could go out there and play right now.
I saw him last week watching. He was watching his nephew play for the Zebra Junior High team, and he does look like he could suit up.
He once told me, he said he'd have had a 20-year major league career if he could have hit a major league fastball.
It wasn't a fastball.
I mean, a curveball.
Sorry,
yeah. He could hit the fastball,
but he could not hit the
yeah.
curveball. I might be able to strike Kenny Kennard out with my curveball. But what an athlete.
And Brandy Swan, 4-time state champion. And, for a little bitty old girl, boy, she could crank the tennis ball. Yeah, the thing I would hope as years go on and more classes get inducted, there were a group of girls that I graduated with that actually brought the first team state championship to Claremore Public Schools, which was Courtney Streeter, Suzanne Williams, Julie Young, and Wendy Hazel. And I would love to see those 4 girls go in together at some
point. I know
that
team was nominated, and they will probably not be long before that group goes in
very
together.
Deserving. They kind of set the culture for the tennis program, which I think Brandy was a recipient of there for a while. But Coach Smith, the thing, my dad coached with him for a long time, and a lot of his players will remember the old fire hose he used to lay down and was the line of scrimmage. And for the line splits, he would have the linemen line up with that old fire hose, and I remember him carrying it out there and rolling it up, and those were really some great days with a lot of great coaches.
Well, again, the induction ceremony will be held on homecoming weekend in Claremore. It'll be Saturday evening, October 6th, and tickets are on sale. Contact the high school. We hope we'll have a huge turnout for it. I know I'm excited about it, and thanks again. Tell us 5A basketball this year. Edison, what's the what's the landscape of 5A basketball looking like? Where's the power?
Well, Memorial, two-time
got-
defending champs, and they got everybody. You know, they got the two twins, 6'9", back, and they'll be really good.
The Boone brothers, is that
the
their
Boone
name?
brothers, and they'll be really good. Everybody else lost a few players. We at Edison lost one player, so I really think we'll have a really good team again this year and kind of get back to a little bit of competitive basketball.
But unfortunately, you've got Memorial, who's
in
loaded
our conference, yeah.
in
But
your
Booker
conference.
T, the one thing that does help us, and which will help Claremore and some of the other schools around Coweta, Booker T did go 6A, and it looks like they'll be in 6A for a while. So that kind of opens up a spot at the state tournament for somebody else on the east side. And the west has a few good teams. El Reno will be pretty good. Northwest Classen will be pretty good again. But Memorial stands kind of above everybody right now. And
no pun intended.
Yeah, no. All jokes aside, they're a little bit bigger than everybody else.
They're bigger than everybody else and can put the ball in the hole.
Well, thank you for having me,
well,
David.
Coach Parrish, I appreciate it. We're wrapping up. We're going to take a break here. Again, it's good talking to you. Thank you again for all you do for the student athletes in Tulsa, and we appreciate you. And one thing about you, you'll always be a zebra, and that we appreciate.
Well, I appreciate it, David. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
We're going to take a break right now. We'll come back at halftime. Again, we're at halftime. Zebras trailing 17-21. Welcome back to ZTV's coverage of Claremore High School football. We're at the Fortune Stadium in Tulsa as the guests of the Edison Eagles. First half, Coach, only find ourselves down 4 points.
We're still in the ball game. We're going to have to tackle Morse in the second half and really cover them deep a little bit better. I tell you what, I sure enjoyed the interview, listening to the interview of Michael Parrish. They've kind of been going to the state playoffs every year in basketball until this last year that he hired Jeffrey Oxford to be his assistant, and they didn't make the playoffs. It's just kind of interesting to me, and he's a Claremore guy as well, so hopefully maybe
he might be making some changes this year. He was telling me off air that he's reconsidering his coaching staff and trying to come up with some things that'll get the Eagles back to the state tournament again this year. Christian Gocher will kick off. The Eagles deferred. They won the toss and deferred, and they've elected to take the ball to start the second half. Sevion Morrison will be back deep.
They had 12 on the field. Looks like they've got one coming off. The flag is, there's no wind at all whatsoever. Looks like we're going to keep it away from their deep men and kick a deep onside here.
Well, if they kick the deep onside, Morrison showed in the first half that he'll come get it and try to run. So I'd rather kick it over to the other kid. He's already moving up like he's going to kick it.
Right where we're going to kick it to him.
And they're waving fair catch. And the Eagles will down the ball. They'll take over at their own 34-yard line. So we're starting the second half down 4. 2 of the first 3 plays for the Eagles resulted in long touchdowns to start the first half. Hopefully we can get off to a better start here in the second half, control them early, and then let the offense take over.
Looks like Hewen and Manuel Lazoya, defensive tackles, are trying to quick pitch at the top.
Zebras did a much better job of stiffening it out.
Excellent job there by Mason on the tackle. Nice tackle by Thomas Mason. Looks like Zebras made excellent adjustment at halftime on that quick pitch.
You know, the coaches were coaching them up, telling them what to do. Those things like that they can adjust to. Edison's trying to get outside. Zebras are going to have to do a better job out there.
Just a nice angle of pursuit by Mason. Making the tackle
for Edison. Tristan Wright split left. The handoff is to Morse around the right side, and he breaks across, and he's going to get a first down. Picked up about 15 yards. Kid's a talented running back.
Blake Hargrove on the tackle. Blake is trying to strip the ball. Morrison kind of drug him for another 2 or 3 yards.
11-12 left here in the third quarter. Edison's opening drive of the second half, and they're at their own 46-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Appeared Morrison running a little bit harder there. Maybe got a little rest at halftime. Maybe a little fresher.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Quarterback throws out to the left flat, dropped by number 1, Tristan Wright.
Pass was right on the money. Tried to run with it before he caught it.
That was some of what Claremore suffered last week in the second half.
Looks like number 7 checked in for the Zebra, Ethan Shires, at the cornerback position.
That quarterback for Sapulpa last week was a very impressive young man, wasn't he, Coach?
Yes, a very good player.
No doubt about he's going to be a
2 weeks in a row
player.
that we've seen 2 excellent players on the field of our opponents.
Handoff is to Morrison, and he fights hard for about 3 or 4 yards. He'll fight hard up the middle. He not only relies upon his speed, he's a tough little kid. Apparently a good student, good community member. Like to hear that.
Hampton and Wofford on the tackle there. Gain of about 2.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Big play. Let's get a stop here, Zebras.
It's a very big down for us to get the ball back. We need to hold him right here. I'd watch Morrison out of the backfield.
He is going to take the snap. He's deep in the Wildcat formation. No, he's not. Sorry.
He's behind the quarterback.
Flag down.
Legal procedure on the left tackle. Put his hand down and came up. That's number 69.
Chester Baugh, big 6'3", 305-pound lineman. Interesting story.
In today's Tulsa world, nice story about that young man from Ghana.
3rd down and 13 for the Eagles.
Timeout.
Timeout, Edison. 9:57 left to go in the third quarter, and Edison has used their first timeout. Looks like they're having some trouble getting this play run. Edison's coach, David Slatton, has given somebody an earful. Slatton used to be at Claremore about 20 years ago. Was that coach?
Yes, he was still coaching at Claremore when I came. Was the head wrestling coach for several years. He is a Sand Spring product. Grew up with another coach that coached at Claremore, Arlie Christmas. And they had a pretty, if the stories are true, they had an exciting childhood growing up by the tracks in Sand Springs.
A West Sider. Oh, we've got friends
Yes.
from Sand Springs. They take pride in being West Siders.
I know Arlie Christmas could tell those stories.
Where is Coach Christmas now?
You know, I'm not for sure if he's retired or not, Dave. I know he coached at coached at Central for a while, was the head coach there, and I haven't talked to him in several years.
3rd down and 13 for the Eagles. Big play. Come on, Claremore defense. Get a stop.
It's a pass.
Pass.
Out to Morrison.
Oh.
Defensive end.
That was Matt Wofford. Looked like he might intercept the ball. Zebras' good news is the Edison did not pick up the first down.
Balled
Zebras
him
held.
up there by several Zebras. Kind of hard to tell. There's 3 or 4 in on the tackle. Jace Hightower and
bring up-
Quentin Skinner.
4th down and 5. Connor Aaron back for the Zebras to receive the punt. Come on, pork chop. Drive it over his head.
I don't know if they have enough men on the field. We got several running off. 1, 2, 3.
There's another one coming off. Good heavens. There's flags. They've got flags everywhere. They ran about 5 kids off the field. They just kept coming off. Maybe a delay game. I don't know what the call is. After you run 5 off, do you get a penalty?
Well, I know
Dead ball.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Dead
That's
ball,
a big one.
unsport- That is a 15-yarder. That's what I thought. That's what I thought that signal indicated, unsportsmanlike. But
we didn't see anything happen, did we? It was in between plays.
I don't know.
They were lined up in the formation at one time with about 14 men.
Somebody might have said something about somebody's heritage.
Or getting mad at each other because there's too many men on the field at that time.
Here's the snap. Edison punter gets a booming
Nice
kickoff.
punt.
Connor Aaron signals for fair catch, and he takes the ball at the 31-yard line where the Zebras will take over. 9:07 left to go. Zebras will take the ball for the first time in the second half with a chance for a lead. Go score a touchdown. You've got your first lead of the ball game.
I know, excellent effort there by Seth Seago. You probably won't see it in the picture, but he had his man pinned to the ground.
That's a good feeling. Murdoch in at quarterback. Parsons behind him. Luke Williams split left.
Tight trips to the right.
Quentin Skinner, outside receiver. Hand pitch outside. Parsons. Parsons fights hard, picks up a good 6 yards, maybe 7 yards. Kid runs hard.
Parsons on the carry.
Nice job there.
Picks up about 6 yards.
Right side of the offensive line did a good job. Manny Lazoya, Harley Hewen.
Charlie Murdoch is still the quarterback for the Zebras.
We did a good job of sealing off the end to give us some running room. With
All
that
I
tight
see-
trip set, it was Skinner that helped block the end. This end's a little wider this time at the
Might
top.
be the same play the other side. No, hands it all.
Counter trap.
Hands the ball off to Hightower, and he picks up a couple tough yards. Bring up 3rd and 2. A little easier to call 3rd and 2 than 3rd and 10. I tell you what, I'm looking out here, and all I see is number 14 for Edison. He's a 5'6" junior cornerback, and they put him out there in man coverage. We've got a 6'4" receiver. You almost wish that we could play a little jump ball.
I hope we just keep making first downs because we need to keep the ball away
Quarterback
from.
sneak. Charlie Murdoch fights hard. He will have the first down.
I see
Quarterback sneak.
Pork Chop out there grabbing his hamstring the last 2 plays. He's our deep snapper.
It is a first down for the Zebras.
And Zebras pick up the first down.
He plays a lot of snaps. Now he's coming off.
So Zebras will have first down and 10 on their 43-yard line.
7:40 left to go. 3rd quarter. Murdoch in. Parsons in at the running back position. Or is that's Hightower in. Murdoch's back, looking deep, scrambling now left. He's found some time. There's a flag down. There will be a hold.
Holding penalty.
Big crackback block Bryson Brown put on a man.
Flag. Back where the quarterback was.
It was thrown in the area of Lazoya.
Somebody needs to tell Manny he doesn't have to stand next to the flag if he was the one holding. You want to get away from that flag as much as possible and look at somebody else.
This is going to be a huge penalty because the hold happened way behind the line of scrimmage.
That is marked off from the spot of the foul, Coach?
Yes, I believe so. They may decide to decline it. I don't know.
So the Zebras will have second down. About 20 to go.
Murdoch takes the snap. Looking, little screen pass, and it is, I thought it might have been intercepted. He's trying to set up Hightower on the screen pass. Not very well designed. Not a very well run play. Again, one of my beefs with the screen pass with offensive linemen, you can't just let them go. You have to get in front of them for a second. Too many times offensive linemen just let them go, and you've got to block them for a count and then let them go. Too many times the linemen just let them go, and the quarterback doesn't have time to develop. Timeout is being called, official timeout.
Official timeout.
3rd down and about 21. 7:15 to go. Zebras haven't done anything really with their first turn at the ball.
The officials are
Conferring.
in the
They're
middle
all
of the
coming
field.
together.
We don't know quite what's going on. We really thought they did mark off the penalty, but it was an incomplete pass, so they must have marked it off from the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 21. I think we might have caught a break there. I didn't think they marked anything off from where the holding occurred. Did you?
No, I didn't see it.
Murdoch back to pass. Has time. Throws across the middle, and the ball is it was bounded up in the air. Almost intercepted. Intended for number 11 for the Zebras, Michael McMorris.
Incomplete. 3rd down.
McMorris is a junior. Hasn't seen much action in the first 2 games. Jake Gilmore out again. A little update on Jake for those of you who were watching the first game and are able to hear. He actually responded well to treatment, was taken away to the hospital. He was up and going the next day, actually played last week at Sapulpa, but suffered another injury, and he is being held out today. 3rd down to 21. It's a draw, and Hightower goes nowhere. In fact, loses a couple. Zebras went backwards that time. Ryan Connor will come in to punt for the Zebras. Morrison drops back for the Eagles.
Chester Ball ate that up for Edison. I mean, he he ran over the lineman and went and made the tackle on the draw.
Now, this is one time,
Morrison back to be seen.
man, there's no rule that says you can't punt the ball out of bounds. You do not have to punt it to them. Oh, Zebras almost snap it over the head. Ryan gets the ball off. It bounds.
Oh, they touched
ball's
it.
loose. It's still loose. The Zebras are going to get on it. Edison tried to
Got the ball.
take the ball at the 45. Would have been a great play if he could have made it. He ended up fumbling the ball. The Zebras get back on it. Zebras will take over at their own 40-yard line. Number 7, Nathan Banning, I believe, is the Edison player who touched the ball, and he is down right now.
High snap on the punt, and Connor jumps up high to get it with one hand, and he just tries to get it off as quick as he can because he has guys coming, and punts a low punt over the middle of the field, and they try to field it and don't handle it cleanly, and the Zebras have new life, first
did.
and 10.
That was ugly on both sides of the ball. I mean, that was as ugly as a Jeff Oxford golf shot.
Well, at least one of his close wedges.
I hear that is ugly, ugly, ugly.
Sometimes, every once in a while, he'll get the shanks. But he doesn't do that with his driver. His driver, he gets off the tee box quite well.
Don't give him too much credit. He might be listening. Things go to his head pretty quickly.
We don't know the number of the players shaken up. Looked like number 1, Tristan Wright. Appears to be a leg injury. He's walking off gingerly.
Zebras will take over, recover the fumble. That's their best offensive play so far of the
Second half,
second
yes.
half. Just like the coaches drew it up.
Dave, I don't see 34 down on the field. He was one shaken up in the first half by Edison. I don't see him around.
On their own 42-yard line.
All right, new life for the Zebras. Hightower's in the game. Larry Ree split right. Quentin Skinner split left. Murdoch takes the snap. Throws deep to Skinner. Skinner's open, and he catches it down the sideline. He's down to the 15-yard line. A little stop and go to Skinner. He gets up hobbling.
Excellent pass by Murdoch. Laid it right in Skinner's hands.
Good things happen when you give him time. He had time. Found Skinner. Skinner ran a beautiful little stop and go. Cornerback bit.
We're down in
play
the
for the
red zone.
Zebras.
We definitely need to punch it in here.
Zebras look over the sideline for the play.
Larry Ree split to the right. He had an excellent catch against Sapulpa.
Hands the ball off to Hightower, and he gets nowhere. Hightower had a great first half run the ball, wouldn't you say? Found some room, ran hard, found some holes. He's hobbling a little bit now. Jace is hobbling. Parsons will come in.
Braden White on the tackle for them. He's a linebacker. Met him in the hole. Coach, it sure seems like that if we'd throw a little play action to one of the linebackers' side and hit a tight end just over the middle, that linebacker's coming. Throw it in right behind the linebacker.
We had that play, touchdown to Wofford early. He was wide open.
Yes.
Wofford, is this Wofford over here?
He's, yes, he's flexed to the right, tight end on the right. We got play action.
Play action.
He's got
Murdoch has a man
Yes,
wide
he's-
open.
punch it in. Atta baby.
Touchdown, Bryson Brown. Hurdle the man at the goal line. Zebras take the lead. 23-21, awaiting the Gocher extra point.
Great catch, great throw, and good run there by Brown. Just kind of hurdling over the offender. I think that's illegal. The referees are talking down on the 1.
Bryson can't, he's so big, he can't hurdle anybody, though.
No, it was more like a waddle
step,
over.
a waddle over.
Yeah.
I don't think he could hurdle 6 inches. Of course, the story 20 years from now is he was 6 feet in the air as he hurdled
I
it.
believe they're going to bring this back, Dave. Nobody threw a flag.
Personal foul called against the Zebras.
But no signal for what it was. But we're going to say it was the hurdle, which is kind of a cheap call down on the 1 yard line or inside the one. He was going to score anyway. I guess you run over the kid. I guess that's a safety rule. Keep kids from getting hurt. I believe we got a first down at the 1. I don't know. I guess it's first down.
It wasn't a dead ball. It wasn't a dead ball penalty.
Yes. So we got first and 9, 9.5. 1 to the 16.
Let's call it. It's definitely not. Well, they've got second down. They've got second down on the board. I'm not sure what down it is. Murdoch hands off to Parsons. Parsons looking for room over the right side, and he's got nothing.
Pork chop just piling it up there. We're not getting much movement up front on the play side.
Third down.
Bring up third down and 9 for the Zebras. Oh, I hate that.
What a big call against the Zebras. They score and they get it called back. I know you got to make that call, but down inside the 1 is about where it happened. Definitely hard to bring back for me.
And again, Brown, he's not a hurdler. It was a step over. Third down and 9 for the Zebras.
I really thought the defensive back was trying to hit him low.
Parsons on a little throwback pass, and it is going to be
out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Thank goodness.
Pass is incomplete.
Pitched it to Parsons, tried a little halfback pass. There were more Edison Eagles in the end zone than were Claremore Zebras. Didn't fool anyone.
He could almost taken it to the left and scored because they had a ton of people back there. They knew what was coming.
Gocher's in to try a 31-yard field goal.
So we're at fourth down.
Fourth down, 4:04 left. Gocher's in to try a 31-yard field goal, 32-yard field goal. I don't know if he has the leg, Coach.
He's going to have to hit this one a little better.
Ball's down. Kick is up. Hey, he's got the leg. He got it through. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Field goal good. Christian Gocher, great kick.
2 for 2.
Never should have doubted him.
32-yard field goal.
So with 3 minutes, 59 seconds left in the third quarter, the Zebras inch a little closer. The score, Edison 21, Claremore 20. Good job, Zebras. Held Edison on their first possession and went down and put points on the board in their first possession.
Very hard on that penalty. Just it's kind of nice that we got some points on the board, but we
left some.
We left some because we pretty inevitable. He caught the pass wide open down at the 1 yard line as he's going in, steps over a guy who's trying to ankle bite him, and they call the penalty.
$3:59 left, third quarter. Again, ZTV brings you Claremore football all year long. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast.
And the Zebras are getting ready to kick off.
Good crowd tonight here at Edison. They brought out a bunch of people. It was young cheer night at Edison. A lot of Edison families. Great evening. Gocher set to kick off. And he kicks it to the left side, away from Morrison. It's fielded at the 25. And he got around the corner, and he's going to get across number 2, Leland Taylor.
Knocked out of bounds by number 7, Shires, but not till he brings it over into Claremore field position, Claremore side of the field.
As he crosses midfield to the
Our kickoff return has not been our strength tonight. We can't figure out who to kick it to.
We sure didn't need our defense on the short end of the field position here.
Two Eagles split left. Morrison in the backfield, along with Rajon Green, the quarterback. Number 1 right in motion, hands the ball off to Morrison, and he breaks a big one, and he runs rumbling down, picks up about 19 yards. Big play.
Dragging several zebras.
Zebra is down, getting up slow.
Down Eagles.
That's Jace Hightower again. He was hurt. He's down. He was hurt
he made
in
the tackle.
last
He was one of the
series.
ones. He was one of the ones that Morrison dragged about 5 or 6 yards.
Jace is down. He was hurt in the last offensive series, has to play outside linebacker for the Zebras. A number of Zebras are going both ways. Might be a year of attrition. Kids go down, get dinged up. You hope that nothing serious happens and they can fight back. Jace is a tough kid.
It appears to be maybe a cramp.
Dr. Hardage has not made his appearance yet out onto the field.
Still a fairly warm night for this time of year.
Red and white, that's to you. It's hard to be a person that never gives up. Happy early 2 years. I love you.
Still treating Hightower down, just a cramp. Dr. Hardage might be working with somebody else on the Zebra sideline. We can't really see.
From the Edison football team to Matty Daniels.
Looks like Alexander's up and walking off on his own power. I mean Hightower, excuse me. Walking off on his own power.
We love you.
Pork Chop has blonde hair. I wouldn't have guessed that.
I'd sure like to take this time to thank Doug Price, our producer for ZTV. First year at Claremore High School. It's been a joy to work with the last few weeks. Doing a great job.
Does a good job to put up with us, our high demands.
Quarterback and tailback, last two out on the field here.
1st and 10 from the Zebra 25. Oh, those deep. Never really a chance for Edison to make the play.
Seago got through the line and put a good hit on the quarterback as he threw it. Seth Seago, excellent job, excellent effort there.
Why Edison just doesn't hand it off to 28 every time is beyond me.
Dave, I definitely would give him a lot more touches if I was down there.
I haven't seen that we can really stop him.
I would dot the I like I did with Richard McCluskey and run off tackle.
That's so 1990s, Coach.
I know.
Kids don't want to dot the I. They want to get outside and run. Just like that young man picks up
Close to 20 yards.
20 yards.
18 yards maybe.
Zebras snuffed that play out early in the second half. They got outside. That's a staple of their offense. Put a man in motion. It is 1st and goal from the Zebra 8-yard line. 3:22 left to go here.
Zebras need a turnover here. We need to bow up right here. 28's probably going to get the ball. Got twins to the top, a wing set to the left.
Motion, hands the ball off to Morrison, and
Up
he
the middle.
goes nowhere, and he is stuffed and brought down hard. Man,
That's a great
Lozoya
job by Hampton,
and
Tristan Hampton.
Bone Hampton.
That was a great job.
By Tristan Hampton of the Zebras.
That may be the first time tonight that we squared up on Morrison, and he's been over out there right now. We squared
He has
up and
been
put him
over a
on his
little
back.
bit. He might not like to get hit hard. He might be one of those. It's good to run in space, but we got to run tough. Maybe not.
That's a great tackle by Hampton. Working
Tristan
hard.
Hampton. Glad he's out again. 2nd and goal.
Oh,
38
fumble
yard.
on the
It's a
play, bad snap.
Quarterback picks it up, and he
Oh, my.
scrambles.
We
He's
need to-
back at the 20. He throws, and it's
Pick it off.
intercepted by Skinner.
Great play by Skinner. I think the quarterback was throwing it away.
Skinner picks it off at the 6-yard line. Quentin's first interception of the year. Had 8 last year. Quentin has a knack for being at the right place at the right time. Big stop. You ask for a turnover. You got it, Coach.
Sometimes you got to speak it, and it will happen.
There you go.
Now, when our offense needs to get out of this hole right here, I'd lay it up. I'd lay it up to Skinner. Make that short cornerback make a play.
He's still 5'6". He hadn't grown through the whole game. We're in a tight formation. Skinner has actually broke over here wide right, but man coverage, no deep help. See if he can beat him.
They got 9 guys in the box.
Is that Hightower?
Yes.
He's back in the game, probably just cramping. He picked up a good 5 yards.
Wyatt Ellis on the stop.
Good run, got us out of a little bit, brings up 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
At least we didn't lose yardage.
We need to do a little play action right here. Their backers are tight and coming.
There's Squinter matched up against the 5'6" corner.
The corner is a little looser off of him, but hey.
Hands the ball off to Hightower, and he gets nothing.
Boy, if we're our defense, we really need to make a first down.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 6, 3rd and 5. Minute 30 to go, 3rd quarter.
Looks like Wofford checks in at tight end here.
You got to think you might want to go back to that play occasionally where they had success in the first half, finding Wofford open.
Boy, now he's up playing press coverage on Skinner.
Play action pass. Murdoch throws it in the ground.
He's got pressure on him. Didn't have time to throw.
Bring up 4th down for the Zebras. Punt team coming out.
So the Eagles did their job on defense.
Skinner was coming open over the middle, but we didn't have time to throw the ball. Looked like defensive end came at the snap. Wyatt Ellis, number 12, applying pressure on our quarterback.
Sevion Morris sets up at the 40-yard line. Might be a little shallow. Ryan Connor can hit it over his head. That's just 30 yards. Ryan Connor can pop this thing. Get a good one, Ryan. Decent punt. Back Sevion up.
Good
and
snap.
He doesn't take it, and it bounces and bounces for the Zebras. Good roll. Great job, Ryan Connor.
It's a good job there. Good snap, good punt.
Much great situation. Great to have a punter that can get you out of that kind of hole.
They don't have as good field position as after the kickoff return a while ago, Coach.
That's correct. 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The only scoring so far has been 3 points for the Zebras. They trail 21-20.
We need another turnover.
Now you might be asking for too much.
I know. We've gotten a fumble. We've gotten an interception.
Hands the ball off to Morrison up the middle, and he breaks it, and he might go. He's
golly.
He hit the hole. Term, golly.
He hit the hole running.
He did. He was full speed 2 steps into that.
He's an excellent back.
Picks up about 25 yards down to the Zebra 28-yard line.
Those are the kind you got to tackle low. They don't come down with an arm tackle. Blake Hargrove, I think, finally got him down. He about broke it all the way. Oh, fumble.
Ball down.
I don't know who got it.
Zebras come up with the ball. 52, Darius Blevins comes up with the fumble recovery. Wow. 2 for 2, Coach. You are the turnover savant.
I don't know. They've given us 3 turnovers. We got to take advantage of them.
They're limping. Edison's limping off. Quite a bit of cramping going on. Unfortunately, not number 28.
I'd sure like to put Skinner to the top on the short corner and cut a split down where he got plenty of room to run the fade. We burned them earlier in the half with it, or the first half. I'd like to see it again before the game's out.
.24 seconds to go, third quarter. Murdoch takes the snap. Looking deep, going to go, and he got put. There's got to be flags. Yeah, pass interference. Flags everywhere. Ball was in the air. Quentin Skinner was pushed to the ground.
That's got to help our field position there.
That's 15 yards, isn't it? Ball will be moved to the zebra 45-yard line. There are many flags. It was, if I could see it, everybody could see it. There were flags all over the field. Quentin got pushed down. Wasn't even close. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Zebras. 18 seconds to go, third quarter.
We'll have a first down and 10 on their own 45-yard line.
Hightower in the game.
Well, the receiver at the top always has man coverage and nobody over the top.
Hand the ball off to Hightower on the left side. He finds a hole. He fights hard.
Squirts through.
He squirt. He did. Squirt's a great word to describe what he just did. He picked up 9 yards.
That's a 9 hard yards. Made several cuts. He's hard to tackle. He's like a little jitterbug.
Hector Mendoza with tackle. And that's the way we'll finish this.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Zebras trail 20-21 over Edison. But the Zebras are on the move. They'll have 2nd down and 1 from the Edison 44-yard line. Another sponsor, RCB Bank, sponsors ZTV. RCB Bank is a community bank. They are ready to meet the financial needs of our communities, its businesses, and its customers. At the same time, RCB Bank is a responsible citizen and a business within the communities they serve. Visit any of the 4 RCB Bank locations in Claremore. Thank you again to RCB Bank for sponsoring ZTV. We appreciate everything you do. RCB Bank will be inducted into the Claremore Athletic Hall of Fame. For 70 years, they've been a corporate sponsor of just about anything the schools have asked for. Athletics, academics, you name it. RCB Bank has been right there supporting our students and student athletes, and they will be one of the 10 inductees into the Claremore Athletic Hall of Fame.
And Dave, I would add, being the superintendent of Justice Tywall for 17 years, I don't know that I ever asked anything to RCB that they said no to. They're
Good
just a
people.
great supporter of all schools in Rogers County.
Good school. 2nd and 1 for the Zebras. Start of the fourth quarter. Murdoch hands the ball off to Hightower, and he gets close to the first down. Kind of depends on the mark. Not a good mark. I thought he got up to the line, to the 45.
Very close to the line. It didn't look like he gave him forward progress.
Hey, in fact, he might have given him
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Kind of the power format. Bryson Brown, Tristan Hampton check in. Power I set up. Hampton and Brown. 2 up backs.
This would be great right here to throw some play action.
But we're not. We're going to be safe. And
He got
Hightower
it.
does pick up the first down. We said we need the first down, 3rd down, and we got it.
Got 2, got 1 more than we needed.
First down, Zebras.
So the Zebras will start fresh on downs in Edison territory at the Edison 44, trailing 21-20, 11-15 to go in the fourth quarter.
Best thing about that first down, Dave, is we keep the ball out of Morrison's hands.
Amen. Again, good job. Offensive line, Doug Littrell, Seth Seago, Darius Blevins, Harley Hewen, Manny Lazoya, and the fullback Brown and Hampton. Murdoch takes the snap, hands the ball off to Brown, and he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he was afraid to hurdle anybody that time. Last time he touched the ball, he got called for a penalty for hurdling.
I tell you, Pork Chop Aislinn got penetration there and messed up the whole play.
Zebras will have second down. Still need 10 yards.
Playing a defensive tackle, got through. Looked like he shot the gap. Second down. We've sure heard them all night on play action.
Williams left. Larry Ree right. Bryson moves to the left side of the formation. Murdoch takes the snap, hands the ball off to Hightower across the left side, and he gets nowhere. He's brought down.
Safety just filling quick.
Number 5, Xavier Richards, junior, 5'9", 170 pound. Is it Xavier or Xavier? How do you pronounce that?
Xavier,
Okay.
I would say.
Third down and 9 coming up for the Zebras.
So the Zebras will have a third down. They're looking for 10 yards.
Ball is on the Edison 44-yard line.
9:30 left in the quarter.
Eagles defense is breaking for a foul.
Thomas Mason, Larry Ree right, Luke Williams left. Murdoch back to pass, rolling right, looking for a receiver, and he
Oh, that should have been head-to-head.
Head-to-head, yeah, that was.
He drilled him head-to-head. No flag on the play.
Lead brings up fourth down.
Zebra coaches are in the ear of the referee. They get nothing over there. Murdoch takes a head-to-head shot. No call.
I don't know
Referee.
what the kid was trying to do. He didn't
try
wrap
to
him
tackle
up.
him. He just came in and just
Just drilled him with his helmet.
Morris back.
Dave, I'd sure like to see a replay of that. That sure looked like targeting to me.
Ryan Connor back to punt for the Zebras. Gets the ball off, and it's going to roll into the end zone. No, yes, it rolled into the end zone. Be a touchback.
Almost got it.
Edison will take over with 8:58 on their own 20-yard line.
Touchback.
I think the referee was thinking about that. He thought if I could do it again, I might throw the flag, but
Have the ball on the 20.
can't do anything about it now. Zebra defense have got to step up. They're behind. They've got to stop the Eagles, get the ball back, and our offense has got to go score.
You know, Dave, sometimes I'm critical being an ex-coach, but I feel like tonight's been a pretty well officiated game.
Yeah.
They're working hard, doing a good job.
Their Zebras, penalties the Zebras had. They've had a hold. They've had a they've had
Hurdling.
a few penalties. Not a lot of ticky-tack illegal procedure penalties, though. Hands the ball off to Morrison, and
Nice tackle
Connor
there.
Aaron does a good job stopping him only for a 5-yard loss. We got a Zebra down.
Savion Morris with the carry.
Can't tell exactly who that is right now.
5 yards on the play. We have an official timeout.
One of our bigs, I think.
It looks
Maybe
like a cramp. That's a good thing. If you want to have an injury, I guess that's the best injury to have because you know that they're not going to be out
Right.
several weeks.
We don't see Dr. Hartage on the field, and that's a good thing. He might still be at the concession stand. I have to take one shot at Dr. Hartage every game.
Well, usually he's easy to find on the sidelines because he's about 7'6", but I don't see him over there anywhere. He may still be in line trying to get some popcorn.
.8:41 left to go, fourth quarter. Edison leads Claremore 21-20. That was Tristan Hampton down. Tristan's up, just a cramp. I know his mother, Lori, was watching the first game. Said she enjoyed us.
He's played hard tonight, played very hard. He's had a good game.
He's had a great game tonight. If Lori is watching, Tristan will be just fine.
I had the opportunity several years ago to coach his dad, Sonny, I believe.
Sonny?
So we're looking at second down.
He's kind of those kids that you like to coach, just kind of ornery but played hard.
Kind of ornery.
Sonny.
Yeah. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Hands the ball off to Morrison. He's met at the line, maybe picks up a yard. Bring up 3rd down and 4.
That's a good job there of filling.
Colvin Parsons, I believe, was there.
Yes. And number 26, Mason Hayes. Very good job of filling.
Second Morris picks up a couple of yards, 3rd down.
Bring up 3rd down and 3
Number 3.
for the Eagles. 8 minutes to go.
Big down right here. We need to get the ball back. Hopefully, maybe they'll have a miscue here.
How about a fumble snap? Miscue
yes.
of the snap. How about that? Because I have a feeling number 28 is going to get the ball. If he's not, it's a shame.
I hope we cover him on the. He's going out
They're
for
going
a
that
sweep.
quick. Oh, we did a better job. Hold on to him.
That's a
Yes,
good job.
sir.
Excellent tackle there by Mason.
45.
Yes, defense, very little gain.
That's
Tackle for loss.
Hightower. Who all was over there?
4th down.
Matt Walford was there. Hightower was there. I don't know who made the tackle.
I think Mason is the one that grabbed him and made the tackle there
Bring
at
up
the end
4th
position.
down and 4. Zebras held them.
Thomas Mason, 180-pound in, playing hard tonight.
And the Eagles are in punt formation.
Come on, pork chop. Sail it over his head. We'll take it that way.
Receive for the Zebras.
Yes.
Hey, 7 minutes to go, 4th quarter.
Looks like this guy out here wide is not on the line of scrimmage. Maybe he is. Where's the ball placed at?
Well, it's on the other side of the.
It
on the
looks like
26.
he's off the. They got 5 men in the backfield. Looks like to me, but it's not going to be called.
Snap was good. Punt off the side of his foot. It'll go out of bounds.
Out of
Zebras
bounds.
should
We're going to
get
have great
field
position.
position close to the 50-yard line.
Dave, I will say we've definitely won the punting war tonight.
Oh, yeah.
When
Zebras
each
will
team
take
is-
over with 6:41 in the 4th quarter at their own 49-yard line. They've got to go 50 yards to get this thing in the end zone. We need points. 6:41 to go, 4th quarter. Zebras have got to take advantage of this field position.
Well, it'd sure be nice to be up. That
Skinner
last touchdown
split
that was
right.
called back.
Tight formation, bunch formation. Parsons in the backfield. I'm guessing we're going to give the ball to. No, it's play action pass. Looking deep. Skinner is wide open, and Charlie overthrows him.
He outruns the corner.
Oh,
He had 3
Clinton
strides
Skinner
on him.
was open.
We just need to put a little more air into that ball.
I think so. Charlie had time, just missed him. I don't fault anybody there. They're both trying hard.
It
Here
was
we go.
there. He had time.
It's been there.
Just kind of rushed the throw just a little bit.
2nd down and 10 for the Zebras. Parsons in the backfield. Larry Ree split left.
Brown's a fullback.
I'm sorry, but I'm betting on a run here. Hands the ball. No. Play action pass. Doesn't have any time. Murdoch
Run that
scrambling
thing.
left. He gets
Run.
around the corner. He's looking for a 1st down. I
Good
think he
deal.
picked it up. Great run. Charlie Murdoch along the sideline.
I like
Picked
to
up
see
a
that.
1st down. Charlie has shown some potential to run the ball. I talked to Coach Hurd about that this morning. They say they're trying to limit it a little bit, but he shows he can run the ball. He's a big kid, 6'2", 210 pounds, just a junior.
I'm
Showed-
glad he tucked it away, Dave.
He did. He
I
tucked-
think he's had the opportunity to do it a few times in the last game or two, and that may give him some confidence running the ball.
Parsons in the backfield. Larry Ree split left. Hands the ball off to Parsons. He's across the middle, picks up about 3. Looked like he was open outside. Parsons probably doesn't have the speed Hightower does, but he's a tough runner. Takes after his grandpa Mitch.
Tackle.
Linebacker there, Braden White, got down low, stuck him in the hole.
2nd down and 7 for the Zebras.
Yards.
6 minutes to go, 4th quarter. They're at the Edison 37-yard line. Parsons in the backfield. Murdoch takes the snap, rolls back, has a receiver open, and he finds him.
First
Can't tell
down.
who that was. It is a 1st down, complete.
That's Ree,
Was
number
that Larry
80.
Ree over there?
Yes.
Another big catch
Larry
for Larry
Ree.
Ree. Zebras pick up a first down, 5:46. Ball is at the
On the receiving end of that.
Edison 27-yard line, inching closer.
Zebras started to drive at the 49-yard line.
They
Second
pick up about
first
25
down.
yards. They're halfway there. Squinter split left against the 5'6" kid.
This is the one I would like for
I
him
would
to go
like it
to.
a lot. And we hand the ball off to Parsons. He runs hard. He runs hard.
Oh, my
Picks
lands.
up 10 yards.
That's a lot better blocked right there.
First down.
That play there looked like Parsons getting stronger and their defense getting tired, Coach.
It did.
We might want to
Zebras.
stay after that a little bit.
Zebras pick up first and down at 10. The ball at the 18-yard line. 5:09 left to go, fourth quarter. Skinner split left again. Officials come in.
We got officials timeout.
What's this timeout for?
I don't know. Is this linesman on Edison's side? So I'm not for sure.
Did they not call first down?
Oh.
Alzheimer's.
Oh, he was
well past
Coach, he was well past the line when he caught the ball before he went down.
Big up second down and 1 yard.
When he went to the ground, he was a yard or two past the stake. I don't quite understand this.
5:04 left. Second down. Hands the ball off to
There's a
Parsons.
crease.
No doubt he picked up the first down. He's across the 15-yard line down to the Edison 13-yard line. All things considered, he is in Gocher's range, we just saw. But we don't want a field goal. We want a touchdown. 4:56 left. First and 10 for the Zebras from the Edison 15. 4:52 left to go in the game.
It's kind of a good sign to see the last 2 or 3 running plays. We've had some positive yardage. Parsons running hard.
All right, Zebras. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Let's punch it in. Let's get a lead. Murdoch
Twins
under
left.
center. Hands the ball off to Parsons. He's around the left side. He picks up positive yards. He gains down 7 yards. Good run, Coleman Parsons. Let's get in the end zone, Coleman. Let's let Grandpa Mitch light up a big cigar.
I know one thing, he's running hard. He's played hard all night.
He has. Played good defensively and offensively. 4:08 left to go.
Several Edison players got their hands on their hips. Usually that's a good sign.
Second and 4 for the Zebras.
Twins
from the Edison
left.
9.
End over. Got tight end on the right. We're unbalanced at the top.
Hand the ball
That's
off to
where we're
Parsons
headed.
again, and he picks up maybe a couple.
Linebacker shot through the line.
It'll bring up third down and 3. Parsons a little slow getting up. 3:39 left to go.
Here comes Hightower in the game to give Parsons a little breather.
Third down and 4 from the Edison 8-yard line. Ball placed right in the middle of the field. 3:25 left to go.
I sure wish we'd punch it in.
Yep. I don't want to leave this up to a sophomore kicker. Put
We
the
might
pressure
want
on
to
him.
call timeout here. We're taking a lot of time.
We are.
A long 3.
You don't want a penalty here for delay of game.
I haven't given one on either team. With the clock's not working tonight, I don't know.
Third and 4. Murdoch under center. Hands the ball off to Hightower along the right side, and
Backside
he's not going to
comes.
get it. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. 2:50.
Boy, I tell you, Coach, if they would just fake that and let the quarterback roll this way, he would walk in because they're all committed to the run.
Here comes the field goal team. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. This will be a 25-yard field goal for Christian Gocher. He's been perfect tonight. 2 extra points and 2 field goals.
We really need to watch them. They've been close to being offsides on the field goal attempt. Maybe we can get them to jump here.
2:20 left to go. Snaps down. Kick is up, and it is
Good.
good.
He is
Zebras
money.
take the lead.
3 for 3.
23-21. Flag down. Flag down. I don't know if there were words or
Or
what.
offsides or what.
The flag came down in the backfield around where the
Kicker was. I think they did run into him, but I don't know that they knocked him down.
Do you take points off the board? Edison's not clapping.
Might be assessed on the kickoff. Okay, the referee is not giving a signal. I don't know what that was.
He's waving the flag
off.
The
flag off. The referee threw it, but I guess he didn't think what he saw.
The kick was good. Zebras take, with 2 minutes and 16 seconds, the Zebras take the lead 23-21. Now, it gets interesting. We've not done a good job on our kickoffs, keeping the ball out of Mr. Morrison's hands.
We'd like to take this time and break in action to thank several CHS high school students up here working tonight on their school night. Hayden Collins, Parker Means, Brady
Price,
Cooper Dotson. Just appreciate their time and effort tonight to be able to put this broadcast on. I know.
All right, Zebra fans, it's our first lead. It came with 2:16 to go in the game. First time the Zebras have led all year in a football game.
You know, Kristen Gocher one time tonight put it on the one. I'd almost like to see him kick it deep and kick it away from Morrison.
I would too.
Because we're going to give them.
I'm afraid they're not going to let him do it.
We're going to give them field position around the 35-yard line. And
he has the leg to kick it deep.
Yes.
We're going to. Oh,
short one.
Hey, we got a chance to recover this. And the ball's loose.
We got it.
No signal yet. Zebras are all jumping.
No signal. I don't understand. We had the football.
And Zebra ball.
Finally.
Zebra ball.
That's a short pooch onside.
All right, 2:16, Zebra ball.
They've got
Edison has two timeouts. Wow.
That's a big momentum change right there.
That was huge right there.
That's what you call keeping it out of Morrison's hands. What a football game, Coach.
Good one. Zebras will keep it on the ground, probably try to make Edison use their timeouts. But the way we ran the ball last series, we've showed that we can
well, somebody needs to fire up the lineman because we get a first down and it's over. We're going to end over at the top. We're unbalanced at the top. He might be able to break it outside here.
2:16, handoff to Hightower.
He breaks it right outside.
Picked up positive yards. Hightower's down. We want him to be just short the first down, and he is. We want to be second and one.
You betcha.
Clock is running 2:06. We got Zebras down, cramping. We don't need injuries right now.
And it looks like an Edison
we got Edison players down. Is there a rule on her
Nice run.
Oh, great run. Exactly what we needed. We got to take care of the football now, and I think we can run this clock out. Last series we ran the ball hard right at them, and they kind of got tired, and our offensive line did a good job. This time the Zebras, if they can take care of the ball, they can sneak out of here. They took the lead with under 3 minutes to go. First lead they've had in 3 games with 3 minutes to go in this one.
Jace Hightower.
21.
Jace Hightower, excellent cut. Cut it to the right. We sealed off the end with the end over and cut it back up straight up the field to keep the ball in bounds. What a 10-yard run by that young man.
It'll bring up second down and 1. The clock, once the players get off the field, they will wind the clock and it will start. Zebras should have 25 seconds, close to 25 seconds on the play clock, don't you think, Coach? Is that how that works?
Yes, they should start it and wind it here unless Edison chooses to take a timeout. The Edison player, Wyatt Ellis, is going off under his own power.
Zebras need to do a good job here. Murdoch is talking to the umpire.
We need to stay in the huddle. I don't know why we're at the line.
Why we're not.
They're winding it right now.
2 minutes.
Why are we even? I'd keep my lineman in the huddle.
We're not getting a hurry. We're doing a good job here.
Well, right now we've got our lineman in a stance, and we're going to be there for over 20 seconds. I just like breaking the huddle with him standing up. We're going to come this way with it.
Hand it off to Hightower. Get the first down, young man, and he does. He's across.
Good deal.
The 35-yard line down to the 34. First down, minute 38. They'll stop the clock to.
Their head coach just called timeout.
Yep. Edison will use their second timeout. Minute 38. Zebras lead 23-21. Zebras have the ball in the Edison side of the field at the Edison 34-yard line. It's just now a matter of first down. They've got one more timeout. I think the math is in our favor.
Yes, we need to secure the ball. That's the one thing we've done better tonight than
Right.
Edison for sure is secure the ball. They've had, that was what, their fourth turnover this half?
Right.
Roughly, I think. And I know we had an interception and a couple of fumbles. And
Skinner had an interception. I think we recovered 3 fumbles.
yes.
They had 1 interception and 1 fumble recovery.
Well, and Dave, kind of interesting watching them warm up. They mishandled the ball once or twice in warm up, and we said, hey, we'd hope to see that during the game. What a great night Christian Gocher has had.
Oh,
man,
he's got to be the player of the game.
Man, he
He is
done
the
an
player of the game,
excellent job.
in my opinion.
Yes.
3 field goals, 2 extra points. He's been solid all night. Just a sophomore.
Just kind of knowing his dad and mom, I'm sure glad he got his athletic ability from his mom because his dad, he has 0 athletic ability.
That's what I understand.
Yes.
First and 10 for the Zebras, minute 38. We're in Murdoch under center. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Hightower. Hightower fights for yardage and
Makes a couple.
That's all we need. Another
Secure the ball.
timeout. The last timeout for Edison stops the clock at a minute 33.
We have a timeout, Eagles.
All right. So run a play at second down. 25 seconds. Run a play at third down. We're not out of this yet.
No.
We're about 30 seconds shy of where we need to be.
The
good news is if they get the ball, they're going to get it deep with very, very little time. But Edison showed they don't need time.
No.
They've got
They got the home run ball.
Sevion Morrison, who can score from anywhere on the field. So this game is far from over.
He scored early in the game the first 2 times he's touched the ball on a pass. Zebras have kind of balled him up a little bit better the second half here. They have not scored.
They haven't scored second half.
So our defense, causing fumbles and interception, they've kind of hung tough. Kind of bend a little but not break. It'd be excellent right here if we could fake it in there and roll out.
Oh, don't say that.
Roll out and the quarterback
Just keep the ball. Just keep the ball.
Run play action and tell him not to throw it. Just keep it because they're all bottled up inside and the backers are coming. They've been filling quick all night. I hope we.
Skinner split out here to the left.
Yeah. I don't
We're
know.
surely
We
not
might
gonna
be
throw the
throwing a
ball.
fade here.
I
I
don't
would
think
think
so.
that we just roll out.
Murdoch pitches the ball to Hightower. Stay in
We
bounds.
did run
kid.
it
He's
right.
Stay in bounds, and he's down. He did
made
stay
a
in
couple.
bounds. Made a couple.
Usually your sweep plays take a little bit longer to get back the ball back set, and the official, usually they wait a little bit to set it. He just set the ball. He set it pretty right there. He
Yeah, he
set
just
it.
set it. Minute 13.
That was pretty quick by the referee setting the ball. Usually they give him plenty of time.
Minute 13, so we have 25 seconds. So we can wind this clock down to 48 seconds before we
Yes.
have to take the snap.
And it's really hard because the 25-second clocks aren't working. I don't know why they're not working here.
Took the snap.
Oh, about fumbled it.
About fumbled it. Handed off to Hightower.
Oh, my lands. We made 2 or 3 yards there.
I thought he spiked the ball from the motion I saw.
Oh, man, he almost
He hadn't
fumbled
set
it.
the ball yet. And let's see when he sets it.
4th down and
Right.
about 3.
Right now, 28 seconds to go. We're going to have 3 seconds. Coach, we can run around for 3 seconds. We can snap it back.
Yeah,
We
run
can
the
snap it.
sweep over here.
Sweep over here, 4th down,
We
and
just
run it
gotta
out
handle the
3
ball.
seconds.
I would call timeout
Timeout, right.
with about
But
3
3
seconds to
seconds.
go.
And then snap it and run around. Game's not over. The clock will stop. I'd let it go all the way and take the penalty. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just take the penalty.
Yeah.
There, and the clock is stopped. With a minute 7, they might. Oh, Claremore called the timeout.
No, that's 1.7 seconds.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're both a little excited up here.
Not a minute 7. 1.7 seconds. They might reset the clock to 3 seconds. That's where it should be. All Claremore has to do is
all we've got to do is run a play,
remember the
Coach.
Oklahoma State against Western Michigan. 1.7 seconds. They drop back. They throw a ball. Think they can kill the clock. They call intentional grounding. Give Western Michigan a ball.
Yeah.
They throw and they beat him. He could throw it over Skinner's head. The best thing to do, snap it,
Quarterback drop back.
just run a play. We're on a play. They can't get the thing.
You could just run a sweep with your quarterback and tell him when he gets to the hash, you go down. Before anybody gets to you, you go down. 1.7 seconds is not very long.
No, they got Skinner back deep. Murdoch will take the snap, hover, and go down. Murdoch takes the snap. He's back and
Go down.
go down now. And that's it. Ball game. Zebras win 23-21. Great time management for the Zebras. They end up winning it. Wow, what a game.
What a game.
Everybody got their money's worth tonight.
Zebras get their first win of 2018.
Great win 23-21. Can't say enough for Christian Gocher. Obviously the most valuable player tonight, and up here in the ZTV booth. 3 field goals, 2 extra points. Wow, what a performance that young man had. Just a sophomore. Punter did a great job.
He
What
was
a night for the
100%
Zebras.
tonight. 100% tonight. Excellent job on the last kickoff. Here we were being critical of not kicking the pooch kick to the 30, and we only kicked it about 15 yards instead and kind of fooled Edison a little bit. We were able to some different guys had to field the ball up front,
Right.
and we were able to get that turnover.
Big win for the Zebras. First win of the night. Next week we are at home against Collinsville. Big test then. Going to have to play better against Collinsville to win, but a great win for the Zebras.
Just
Getting out of here. Got a win under our belt.
Just
Win the thing.
very happy for Coach Hurt and his whole staff, how hard they work and how hard they prepare their kids. Just happy for them. Edison's a good football team. Morrison, we couldn't say enough about. A very clean game. Not many penalties, really. A good win for us heading into our district play.
You bet. Well, for all of us up here at ZTV, we're glad we can announce this win for the Zebras, and we'll see you next week. Again, Claremore hosting Collinsville.
Yeah, we just like to invite all the Zebra fans to come out next Friday night. Collinsville's got a very good football team. We're going to need all the noise we can make next week at Lanto Field.
You bet. Good night, everyone.